Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're pulling back the covers on something we spend, well, a third of our lives doing, sleeping.
A huge chunk of time.
Right. But specifically, we're digging into sort of the unsung hero that's quietly changing our rest, flexible polyurethane foam, FPF.
You might not even know the name.
Exactly. But chances are it's probably under you right now doing its thing.
Yeah.
This deep dive isn't just about foam, though. It's about understanding why that perfect night's sleep often boils down to this, incredibly versatile material and how it helps with everything from, chronic back pain to maybe a partner who tosses and turns.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's unpack this. We're aiming to cut through all the marketing noise and really get what makes a high-quality mattress tick, focusing on FPF.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is how FPF isn't just one single thing. It's really a marvel of material science, actually. It can be engineered, tuned for very specific levels of firmness or breathability, even how it distributes pressure.
So it's adaptable.
Highly adaptable. So our mission today really is to give you the insights into these FPF properties so you can understand not just what makes a mattress great, but why it actually delivers that comfort and support you need.
Okay, so let's start right at the beginning. When we say flexible polyurethane foam, FPF, what actually is that stuff? How's it made?
Yeah, okay. At its core, FPF is basically the result of some clever chemistry. Think of it like starting with specific liquids, polyols and diisocyanates, and they react together, usually with water and some other additives.
Okay.
And this reaction causes them to expand, almost like baking bread, but way more controlled, creating this foam structure.
Like an airy bread dough, you said.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And as it expands, it forms millions of tiny interconnected pockets of air. That unique open cell structure is, well, that's the secret sauce.
Oh, okay.
It's what makes the foam lightweight, but also really adaptable. And that structure is key to how it enhances sleep quality, allowing for different densities and how quickly it bounces back.
So it's not just one block of foam. You mentioned it's versatile. It sounds like there are different types, maybe different personalities of FPF.
That's a perfect way to put it, yeah, personalities. There are three main types we usually see in mattresses, and each one brings something different to the table. First up, you've got conventional polyurethane foam, sometimes called standard ether or SDE foam.
Okay, conventional sounds standard.
Pretty much. Think of it as the original recipe, the most basic type of FPF. Gives you that standard cushioning feel, and it's generally quite affordable.
Makes sense. What are the downsides then?
Well, the main limitations are typically in long-term durability and resilience. It might not hold its shape or support quite as well over many, many years compared to the other types.
So where would we find this conventional foam typically?
You often see it in, say, budget-friendly mattresses, or sometimes it's used as a base layer, like the foundation, in more complex mattress designs where other foams are layered on top.
Okay, so that's the baseline. What's the next step up?
Right, then we move to high resilience foam, or HR foam. And this is where you see a pretty significant jump in performance.
High resilience sounds promising.
It really is. HR foam has a higher density and, crucially, more elasticity compared to conventional foam.
And what does that feel like? What's the benefit for the sleeper?
Well, that higher elasticity translates directly into better support. It snaps back into shape really quickly and effectively. So it's much more durable and retains its supportive qualities for much longer.
Ah, so less likely to sag over time.
Exactly. It resists forming those body impressions. Because it offers that enhanced spinal alignment and really long-lasting comfort, plus it's great at reducing pressure points while still feeling supportive, you find HR foam used a lot in, premium mattresses.
Okay, HR foam for durability and support. Got it. And then the one everyone seems to have heard of, memory foam?
Ah, yes. Viscoelastic foam, or memory foam. Its defining feature is that slow response to pressure. You press into it, and it slowly contours, molding to your unique body shape.
Creating that sort of hug feeling.
Precisely. That cradle effect. And its key benefits are, well, first, amazing pressure relief. Because it molds so perfectly, it spreads your weight out incredibly well. And second, it really dampens movement. Reduced motion transfer.
Oh, right. That's huge for couples, isn't it?
Absolutely. If you share a bed with someone who tends to move around a lot, memory foam can be a lifesaver.
Yeah.
You're much less likely to feel their movements. It's also particularly good for people with joint pain because of that superior pressure relief.
Okay, memory foam sounds great for comfort, but I definitely remember hearing and maybe experiencing that early memory foams slept really hot, like trapping body heat. Is that still a major issue?
That's a really common point, and yeah, it used to be a bigger concern. Those first-generation memory foams could definitely retain heat.
So it was a trade-off. Comfort versus temperature.
Kind of, yeah. But foam technology has come a long way. Many, if not most, modern memory foams now incorporate specific cooling technologies right into the foam itself. Things like infusing it with gel beads, or designing it with a more open cell structure for better airflow, or even using phase change materials that absorb and release heat.
Oh, interesting. So they've actively engineered solutions for that heat problem.
Exactly. So it's much less of a trade-off these days. You can get that contouring comfort without overheating, generally speaking.
It's fascinating how these different foams work on their own, but I'm guessing in a lot of mattresses today, it's not just one slab of HR foam or one slab of memory foam. Are they usually combined?
You've hit on it. That's where the real magic, the real innovation happens in modern mattress design. You very rarely find a high-quality mattress made of just one type of FPF anymore.
Okay.
Almost always. Manufacturers use multiple layers of different FPF types. It's a layered approach.
And why do that? What's the advantage?
Well, it allows them to really fine-tune the mattress's performance. They can create a kind of synergy, combining the best features of each foam type exactly where they're needed most.
Here's where it gets really interesting then. Can you give an example of how that layering might work?
Sure. So imagine a mattress. Maybe the bottom layer is a firm, conventional foam that provides the foundational support, the structure.
Right, the base.
Then on top of that, maybe a transition layer of HR foam that adds durability, that responsive bounce, and helps ease you into the comfort layer.
Okay.
And then the top layer, right under the cover, could be a plush, gel-infused memory foam that gives you the targeted pressure relief, that contouring feel, and the cooling properties from the gel.
Wow. So it's like building a custom sleep system, layer by layer.
Precisely. It lets manufacturers optimize everything's support, comfort, cooling, durability by strategically combining these different foam personalities.
That layered design really drives home how FPF can be tailored. Let's dig a bit deeper into those key properties now. Why is FPF so good for sleep? Starting with maybe comfort and pressure relief. We touched on it, but what's the mechanism?
Yeah, it's more than just being soft. It goes back to that open cell structure we talked about. FPF conforms incredibly well to your body's contours. Think of it like millions of tiny responsive springs or cushions.
Okay.
They individually react to your shape, distributing your weight very evenly across the surface. This drastically reduces pressure points, those spots like hips and shoulders where pressure builds up.
Which can cause tossing and turning, right?
Exactly. So by alleviating that discomfort, it helps you maintain a better sleep posture and just sleep more soundly.
Yeah.
It's fantastic at cushioning the body properly.
Okay, comfort is one thing, but what about holding you up? That resilience and support factor, especially night after night.
Hugely important. And FPF, particularly HR foam, excels here, unlike some materials that can sort of flatten out or bottom out under weight.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Right. FPF, especially denser types, quickly regains its shape after you move or get up. That consistent pushback provides reliable, long-term support.
And that helps your back.
Absolutely. That resilience is vital for promoting proper spinal alignment. It helps keep your spine in a more neutral position, and it also significantly reduces the risk of the mattress sagging over time. Sagging is a major reason people replace mattresses, and good FPF fights that.
So it's comfortable and supportive not just on day one, but for the long haul. That links directly to durability and longevity then.
It does, yeah. High-density polyurethane foams are specifically engineered to maintain their structure and performance for years. They have this inherent resistance to wear and tear, to breaking down.
Which makes them a good investment.
Exactly. It makes FPF a really cost-effective choice in the long run because you're getting consistent comfort and support for a good length of time.
Okay, let's talk temperature. Because nobody likes waking up sweaty.
Nah.
How does FPF handle breathability and temperature regulation? You mentioned open cells.
Right, that open cell structure is key again. Think of it like a very, very fine sponge or a honeycomb. It isn't just a solid block. It has all these tiny interconnected pathways.
So air can actually move through it?
Precisely. Air can circulate through the foam itself. This helps to dissipate the heat your body generates, moving it away from you. And it also helps manage moisture, reducing that sort of clammy feeling you can get with materials that don't breathe well.
And you mentioned advances too, beyond the basic structure.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we discussed with memory foam, you now have advanced formulations, foams infused with cooling gels, graphite, copper, or foams designed with ventilation channels or convoluted surfaces to further enhance airflow and thermal comfort. Lots of innovation there.
It really sounds like the possibilities are huge with this stuff. Which brings us to customizability. That seems like a major strength.
Oh, it's huge. FPF can be manufactured to achieve a really wide range of firmness levels, from super soft and cloud-like to very firm and supportive, and everything in between. So manufacturers can cater to pretty much any sleep preference.
So you can find an FPF mattress whether you like soft or firm.
Definitely. And its versatility goes even further. FPF layers are very commonly used in hybrid mattresses, too.
Ah, right. Mixed with other materials.
Exactly. Combining FPF comfort layers, say, on top of a core of pocketed coils, or maybe with layers of latex. This allows for even more nuanced feels and benefits. Blending the pressure relief of foam with the bounce of springs, for example, really lets them fine-tune the overall sleep experience.
Okay, so we understand the foam itself, the types, the properties.
Yeah.
How do we, as listeners thinking about our sleep, translate this knowledge into making a good choice? It feels like there are so many personal factors for your own sleep journey.
That's absolutely the key question. Understanding FPF empowers you to match the mattress features to your specific needs. It's not one size fits all.
Right, so give me an example.
Okay, well, let's think about firmness levels. We know FPF can be made soft, medium, or firm. Your choice depends heavily on your sleeping position, your body weight, and whether you have things like back pain. A side sleeper might need a softer FPF top layer for shoulder and hip pressure relief.
Whereas a back or stomach sleeper might need something firmer for support.
Generally, yes. They often need firmer FPF layers to keep the spine aligned. It's about understanding how density and the specific type of FPF conventional HR memory affect that long-term feel and performance and matching it to your body.
What about sharing a bed? Motion isolation comes up a lot.
Crucial point for couples. And this is where memory foam and even some high-density HR foams really shine. Their ability to absorb energy and minimize motion transfer is excellent.
So your partner getting up doesn't feel like an earthquake.
Pretty much. It means fewer disturbances, which is ideal for light sleepers or anyone sharing with a restless partner. If that's a top priority for you, FPF options are great.
Okay, another practical one, edge support. I know people who sit on the edge of the bed a lot.
Yeah, that's important too. Some simpler foam mattresses can feel a bit soft or unstable around the perimeter, but many higher quality FPF mattresses feature reinforced edges, often using firmer foam rails around the border.
And that helps how?
It prevents that feeling of rolling off, provides a stable seating edge, and just gives the whole mattress better structural integrity. If you often sleep near the edge or sit there, look for good edge support.
What about allergies and just general hygiene? Beds can get kind of gross.
True. And that's another potential plus for FPF. Many polyurethane foams are inherently resistant to common allergens like dust mites and mold, simply because the structure isn't as inviting for them as, say, traditional fiber fillings.
So potentially better for allergy sufferers.
Potentially, yes. And on top of that, some FPF mattresses are treated with antimicrobial agents to further boost hygiene and inhibit the growth of bacteria or mold over time.
Okay, safety is always a big one for me, especially with something you sleep on for hours. We're talking chemicals here. Any other practical things to keep in mind? Maybe just moving the mattress.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Because good quality FPF, especially high-density types, can be quite dense. These mattresses can be heavier than older traditional spring mattresses.
So rotating it might be a two-person job.
It might be, yeah. Rotating your mattress periodically, say every 3 to 6 months, is generally recommended for foam mattresses to ensure even wear and extend their lifespan. So just be aware that handling might require a bit more effort, but it's worth it for the durability.
And lastly, thinking about the planet. We hear a lot about sustainability. Are there greener options emerging in the FPF world?
Yes, it's definitely an area where the industry is innovating, responding to consumer demand. While the basic building blocks are still often petroleum-derived, you can find more eco-conscious choices now.
Like what?
Well, some manufacturers are incorporating bio-based polyols, which are made partially from plant oils like soy or castor oil, reducing reliance on fossil fuels. Others might use recycled foam content, and some focus on manufacturing processes with a lower carbon footprint.
So it's worth asking about or looking for those features if sustainability is important to you.
Absolutely. The availability of these more sustainable FPF options is growing, so eco-conscious buyers do have choices to help reduce the environmental impact.
Okay, wow. We've covered a lot of ground on FPF.
We have.
So what does this all mean, really? I guess it means that flexible polyurethane foam, it really does remain a top contender for modern mattresses, just
Wow.
because of that incredible blend of comfort, that resilience, the durability.
It hits a lot of key points.
Yeah, and its adaptability means you can get these really tailored sleep experiences, which helps with, how long the mattress lasts and just getting better quality sleep overall. It
Mhm.
seems FPF offers some serious comfort and potentially health benefits for a better night's rest.
Absolutely. And, if we connect this to the bigger picture, the technology isn't standing still. As advancements in polyurethane foam chemistry and manufacturing continue, we can probably expect even more innovation.
Like what? Even better cooling, more sustainable options.
Yeah, things like even more precise pressure relief,
Hmm.
maybe smarter temperature regulation, definitely more advanced sustainable materials becoming mainstream. The potential is still there.
And, this kind of raises an important question, I think, for everyone listening. Now that you have a better handle on the specific types of FBF, conventional versus HR versus memory and their properties, how might this knowledge actually change how you think about buying your next mattress? Or maybe even how you perceive the sleep you're getting on your current one? Something to mull over.